Okay. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our, oh my goodness, I cannot believe it is November high performance networking experience. This is where we come together as a community to collaborate with dynamic business owners to further the impact of working together and playing together. And so can everybody see? Hold on, it said stop sharing. Let me get this set up. Can everybody see the slide okay?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So those of you that don't know me, I'm Shannon Procise. Have been building communities and doing events for over 20 years. I just love the magic that happens when people come together and open their hearts and minds and Rolodexes and resources. I found that over the years, I don't have to be an expert, that I just have to surround myself with remarkable people like you that are here and really watch the magic that happens, and love helping individuals that want to create community, want to create raving fans, and raving fans being individuals that talk about what you're doing, that share about what you're doing, but they aren't necessarily on your team. They meet you, they love what you're up to, and they just naturally tell others. And so if that's something you're looking to do, would love to connect with you directly. Please private message me or email support@shannonprocise.com. Or we invite you. Some people are like, I have enough going on. I don't necessarily want to build a community, but I'd love to step into a community. And so that's where we have this platform, this place to help facilitate that. And let's see here. So we are a trailblazing community for conscious business owners here to make an impact. If you're here to make an impact, go ahead and put in the chat either thumbs up or yes, yes, yes. If you are here, even if you don't know it yet, I do believe that you are here to make an impact. And we are on a mission to reinvent community and collaboration in entrepreneurship. I believe that if you're going at it alone, and many of you may have felt this, I know when I'm going at it alone, it can be slow, it can be challenging, and we believe that by coming together and collaborating, finding ways to collaborate, that we really accelerate businesses. And so you heard me mention the word trailblazer. We actually have a collaborators membership and a trailblazers membership. And I love this definition of trailblazer. I invite you to take a screenshot. Really, we consider trailblazers out of the box thinkers. Sometimes they ask for forgiveness rather than permission. They see opportunity as a great potential to deliver results and go for it. And I love this one. They see possibilities and opportunities when other people see roadblocks. I love using the term unstoppable. And that's where sometimes there's been moments in my life, and I know members that we work with, sometimes we come up against those roadblocks and we need other people to help us see those opportunities and possibilities. We might be tired, we might be hungry, we might be, just having a little bit of a life challenge. And that's where community can really help hold you in that path. And these are individuals that are willing to take the road less traveled and the courage to take the road never traveled before. And so cooperation and collaboration and cooperation are vehicles to overcome challenges and multipliers. Today, as we get into our group, this is one of our core values here. Today, as we get into our group, we're going to invite you to share openly. We invite you to share. We're live streaming right now, but we're going to shut off the live stream once we get into the breakout rooms. We're going to have 3 different breakout rooms. That's why we do it for an hour and a half. We found that 2, the first one we're kind of practicing, getting warmed up, getting comfortable. The second one we're like, okay, I got this. And then the third one is really where the magic can happen. And so when you get into the breakout room, we invite you to be able to share, is there a goal or a challenge that you'd like support with? Is there something that you're looking for next? You're each going to have the opportunity to be able to share and get feedback on what it is that you're working on. And so my intention and desire, deepest desire in any event I do, is to really accelerate your growth, have fun, because to me, it's like, if you're not having fun, then I don't want to do it. I mean, it doesn't mean I don't do dishes and things that aren't necessarily fun. Some people like doing dishes, but I do believe that fun becomes a magnet, an energetic magnet, and that we're really here to have fun. And so, really creating that environment of fun and create a big impact in your business. We are connecting. We are connecting with a thriving business community. And my PowerPoint, we're doing a little different PowerPoint here today. So a little bit of housekeeping. So when we talk about housekeeping, how many of you have been here before? Maybe put in here, repeat or my first time. If you've been here, if you're here for the first time, this could be a new environment for you. And so, yes, Fran, third time back. Hi, Paul, newbie. All right, we got some newbies here. So I'm really speaking to you, but I just want to remind everybody, you are your greatest consultant for your business. Nobody knows your business better than you. And I believe that leading with your heart is truly that guide. And so when we come into this environment, you may have people give you feedback, and you are in absolute control. If somebody starts going down a path where you're like, not interested. Like I tell people, I help people with PR and getting them on major media. And I'm like, if you don't want to be on TV, I'm not going to make you be on TV. There's radio, there's print. You get to align with what works for you. So just kindly say, you know what, Fran, great. I love that. Like interrupt her. Fran, great. I love that. But what I'd like to talk about is this, right? And redirect them. This is a media tip too. If you ever get into a media interview and they say, they ask you a question of what do you think about this? You acknowledge, hey, that's a great question. What I'd like to talk about is this, right? You always have dominion over your path and what you're doing and where you're going, because again, nobody knows what you've tried, what you've tested, and that piece. So just know that piece. The other piece is everybody open to hearing new ideas, right? If you're open, right? I'm open in the chat. I'm open to hearing new ideas. Because there's a place here where, and I invite you to remember, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. There can be gems in things here. So thank you, Paul, for being open. Thank you, Bob. Yes, you're always open. Be open to new ideas. Sometimes you may feel like, oh, I want to interrupt. Just maybe give it another minute just to see if there's a gem there. Because at the end of the day, you're in a sandbox. And your job is just let the rubies and the diamonds and the emeralds fall through in what applies to you. And so the more you can listen and find those gems, you'll be surprised. Every single time, if you don't leave with the gem, let me know and we'll make that magic happen. But it's being open and being willing to where some of the magic happens, new ideas happen. And part of why I also love this community aspect is somebody might be talking to Dr. Bob about his system of sharing pain elimination, and they might be talking about a funnel. Well, you'll find that sometimes, hey, I might like that idea and let me take it for myself. So make sure you have a pen and paper. Again, I'll show you how to get the recording in just a minute. But just be open to those gems. When we get into the breakout rooms, so is there anybody here that's not here to network? You guys are all here to network, right? Everybody's here to network? Because, okay, good. That's awesome. When we get in the breakout rooms, when we do the three sessions, there are some people that have done this before. And so they may say, hey, I'll go ahead and help lead. The idea of the leader is not to tell them what to say or what not to say, right? It's really just to help keep it moving and on time, because we want to make sure that the last person has enough time. Nothing worse than them sitting there and everybody's put time, you put this on your calendar. We want to make sure that last voice is heard. They have the opportunity to share and get input on what's there. And I invite you to be be vulnerable. This is a safe space. We're not recording in that small group. Find that big challenge. Find that thing that oh my gosh, if you left here today and you found the answer to that solution, then yes, that would be great. Also know that we're really big on keeping clear agreements. We have a great agreement course at businessaccelerationnetwork.com/agreements. And these are agreements for collaboration. They're different than contracts. And so I invite you to go take a look at that. But as you start, like you may get in here and meet Larry Legan. You guys don't know this, but he was a part of the largest, probably not in history now, but when I met him, 15 years ago, at the time, it was the largest technical merger in history. Right. And so you may say, oh my gosh, like I need to meet Larry and work with him. Make sure that you guys find out that it's a strategic fit, right? Have that conversation. And in the agreements for collaborations, Yang, if you'll go ahead and post that in there, we talk about these 9 key questions to cover when you're looking at engaging with somebody, because you might get to that 8th question and go, oh, you know what? We're not really aligned here. And we don't know unless we really have those conversations on needs, desires, intentions, fears, and concerns. That's even one of the things that we talk about, because unspoken fears and concerns can actually manifest. So to have those in the beginning, then Larry can say, hey, well, I've done this, right? We can really talk about it and dissipate those. I think I have everything else. Yang, I don't know if you heard me about the agreement thing. You may be pulling that out. There we go. Here. Nope, that's a little different. The agreement course, if you would, kindly, sir. Okay, and let's see what else. All right, we are ready for a breakout room. This is where you get to meet new friends. This is where you get to collaborate. And how Zoom works is whatever is in your chat stays in your chat. So just know that not everybody's going to see it. This is just kind of a kiss on the cheek, where I just got back from Italy, where they kiss on each cheek. See if you guys want to connect more. And the idea is to connect and be able to follow up in what's there. And so you're going to get 3 minutes each. And in the 3 minutes each, now there should be 3 in each room. In the 3 minutes each, what's really important is that you don't talk more than a minute, right? Because you want to have conversation. If you talk the whole 3 minutes, then really you're missing the opportunity for those gems, the Rolodex, the resources that are there. So be sure to, the timekeeper, you want to time it for 3 minutes, but let them know that 1 minute. And this is a great media magic practice. Those of you that don't know it, I've garnered personally millions, over $6 million in free publicity, help people do the same. You can actually download my book for free if you go to mediamagicbook.com. And one of the key things, that the very first thing that we work on is that pitch or that ask. How are you asking for what it is that you need? Or if you're sharing a challenge, how are you sharing that challenge? We want to learn to be quick, clear, and concise, right? So that we have time. And I'm telling you right now with Jack, I mean, I feel so blessed. Like, some of you may have heard, I have like $1 million contact list. There's a lot of them here today, and you're really fortunate to be here playing with those individuals. Remember that you can interrupt and say, this is what I'd like to talk about. This is what I'd like to redirect. We're just kind of kissing and connecting. And then we'll come back. You'll be able to share just for a moment. I always love saying, anybody have a aha or learn something new? We like to celebrate. We like to celebrate maybe something that you took away or something new that you heard. Real quick, before we get in the breakout room, I just want to show you how everybody's going to get the replay. Where you registered, the exact same place that you registered, and I'll share that in the link again. When you come back, you'll see on that page, it'll say the recording right there. So if there's something here that you wanted in the beginning, you like to slide, whatever that might be, you do have access to that. And I want to remind everybody to go ahead and register for our upcoming events now. That way you can get the reminders of the December and January and February events that are there. And when you get in the breakout room, if you're a collaborator or a trailblazer, let people know I'm a collaborator, right? You're a part of the club, and you'll be able to see some of the magic of that in a minute. So is everybody ready to play? You guys ready to meet some new friends? Like, yes, yes, yes. I will, and this is strategic. Whoever you end up in there, I trust it'll be perfect. I do see a couple people that I'm going to have to move. So Dr. Bob and Peter, if you can hold on one moment, I'm going to move you into a room where there's going to be 4. So let me just add a couple more minutes here. So those of you with 3, you'll actually have like 3.5 minutes each. And here we go. Dr. Bob and Peter, please hold on 1 minute and you guys can get started. So pick a timekeeper, 3 minutes, 1 minute sharing a goal, a challenge, a desire. It can be your elevator pitch, what you're looking for. If you can end with who do you know or what I'm looking for next, it gets people's brain kind of thinking how they can support you and go from there. So here we go. All right, Dr. Bob, I'm moving you guys around, so give me just a minute. And Peter, I'm moving you.
So join the second room, right?
No.
The second room you gave me. The second room you gave
Number
me.
4. Yep, join room number 4. Yes, sir.
Very good.
Is that working? Okay. Yang, yes. I'm going to pause the recording. Pause. And I'm going to stop the, so those of you that are live streaming, you can go to bandtogetherevent.com if you want to join us. There's still time to register, still time to hop in. bandtogetherevent.com and join us. Or if you're watching a replay, you can see the upcoming events that we do each month or learn more about our thriving business community.